The last 2 days, locals and first responders in the Sioux City area had the chance and opportunity to learn how they could handle a mass fatality situation. It came as a part of the Nebraska Emergency Management Agency's Mass Fatality Incident Response Training. The 2-day course at the South Sioux City Police Station taught participants important crisis management strategies like developing an internal command system to help guide others. And at the end of the course, all participants received an ICS Advanced Certificate.
Practice is always better. So if it ever happens, they already know pretty much what to do, and then they start going on automatic pilot instead of trying to call and ask later on, well, what do I need to do here? They already have training on basically how to start handling the incident.
The Emergency Management Agency is scheduled to make visits and teach courses across Nebraska throughout the remainder of the year. While South Sioux's course was 2 days, they can be 3 or 4 days. If you are interested in taking one of the courses, you can reach out to your local emergency manager to get it all set up. You do have to pass an independent study course on FEMA's website before you're qualified to participate. There's a link to that website inside the story right now on KTIV.com.